Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Today is March 4th, Sunday. It's actually not too bad of a day today. Markets are doing well, and there's a lot of FUD in the streets. Everyone's saying, hey, Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is this, Bitcoin is that. But I think we're better than that, right? Especially on this channel, I think we're definitely better than that, and we're gonna find out why I don't think Bitcoin is dead immediately right now. So let's go check it out, guys. Let's go check out why I don't think Bitcoin is dead. First of all, we're going to go to Google Trends. So for me, my belief system is where when Bitcoin price goes up, enthusiasm pops up, right? It's almost directly correlated. And these things go through cycles. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that Bitcoin's gonna go up next month because I don't know. But what I can tell you is that historically, Bitcoin media drives Bitcoin price. Where Bitcoin price goes up, it drives media. It's vice versa. And of course, we know price goes in a cyclical movement. So in that context, if price goes in a cyclical movement, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. It has these waves, right? Does that mean attention and media go hand in hand with Bitcoin's price? And does that mean attention and market enthusiasm behind Bitcoin goes hand in hand? Well, let's find out. Let's see what exactly Bitcoin has been doing in the past. So we have been seeing, interest, non-interest, interest, non-interest. And then we saw a massive peak in interest, and then we saw it die down. And what happened? Bitcoin's price died down. November, December, and falling into early January of 2018, we saw significant price decrease. Because we also saw significant interest decrease. But with this low of interest, we basically haven't seen this low of interest since October. And October's price was priced in around 7,000-8,000. So am I saying we're going to go down to 7,000-8,000? No, but in my opinion, with the import of regulation is import of media, we'll see some sort of price action. I believe it's going to go up. I think we are a little bit below water now, but I believe we're going to go up. And welcome to the channel. If you guys this is your first time coming here, we just hit 10,000 followers over on Twitter. So we've also pinned a contest, and if you follow the contest rules right here, hold on guys, let me go to Twitter. And if you follow the contest rules, we're giving away $100. So go ahead and do that. And thank you for everybody who's followed us on Twitter. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. But we're gonna go back to TradingView, and we're gonna go to BTC USD. BTC USD. I'm getting a lot of comments here on all the social media platforms we are monitoring here. Sneh, Daddy Sneh, what do you think of Bitcoin's price? Where do I think it's going? Well, first of all, let me show you what normal people see. Okay, normal people see this price. Right, I've actually taken away the candles here. Let me actually delete this. And all the green line represents the candles, okay? This indicates a medium price movement. Just to make it so that we have it a little bit better, let's go to Coinbase. Perfect, okay. So this is what normal people would see, right? But being on this channel, being that you've seen this time and time again, that we all witness the Bitcoin charts together, right? Being that that we've done this so many times, what we're going to do is, instead of looking at the short-term price movement, because engagement and population, a lot more people are investing in cryptocurrencies now. So being that there's so many external factors, we can now look at this price chart and say, this is what happened. This is proportionally, this is linearly going up from last year. No, we cannot say that. So what we will do is we'll do exponential or logarithmic scale. And doesn't that look better, guys? I mean, now I'm just going to delete this right here. And I'm going to draw a new trend line. extended trend line. So we're seeing, you know, up down, bouncing, right? We saw one bounce, two bounce, three bounce, all off the 100-day moving average. Now, yeah, let's actually go look back into that. This is a 100-day moving average where we're seeing bounces right off of it, and then now we're underwater, right? And this is false. It's a 100-day, so it's a 100-day moving average, and now we're well below it. So in my opinion, I think we've kind of capped a little bit, and we're going to see some upcoming price movement over into Q2, right? Where we're looking at this price movement, and now since we took it away from a linear scale and put it into a logarithmic scale, now we're able to proportionally see the price movement. And if you just look at it visually, it looks a lot more appealing than, let's look back here, log scale, where we're down 40%. But if you're looking logarithmically, where we're seeing external factors where no one really likes to talk about, right? Nothing in the linear model shows price movement between, you know, regulation in China, Korea, Bitcoin hard fork. We're not really able to grasp that. So with a logarithmic scale, we're able to almost calculate the influx of new investors that we've pretty much acquired in the Bitcoin marketplace. So for that being said, I don't think we've popped up like everyone says we popped up, right? I don't, even especially with all the speculative investors that are still flooding the market. They're still coming in. Yes, enthusiasm is low. But once Bitcoin starts getting back into those headlines, hey, Bitcoin up $7,000, you know, in 2-3 days, you know, that's when people will start flooding back into the market, and we'll have FOMO investors. And not only FOMO investors, but also new people, right? Where with the influx of new media, we see new people. And that's just the reality of the situation, where if I post a big publication on CNN, I'm going to get more coverage onto Bitcoin. And when I get more coverage on Bitcoin, I get more interest in new and speculative investors. You know, not even new and speculative investors. I guarantee you today, you could find someone off the street and ask them, what is Bitcoin? And they'll have no idea. They'll have no preconception, right? And of course, everyone is still pretty much glued to the American dream, saying, hey, anyone could get rich in this country. And they're going to think, hey, everyone's getting rich into Bitcoin. Let me jump in. Almost like a FOMO investor. I don't particularly like that. You know, I do have a bottom line, and I want to be profitable on all my cryptocurrency trades. But for me, it's a little bit more. It's a belief system where I believe in blockchain technology long term, and I also believe its price could jump up due to that traditional mentality of technology first, right? So I am reading your guys' questions, and I do apologize. We have a lot of questions today, so I really do appreciate all you guys being here. Smash that thumbs up, guys, if you have joined this group. I mean, it is a Sunday night. It's a little slow today, but that's okay. I don't do it for everybody else. I do it for my loyal fans here. And thank you guys so much to the people who showed up to the brewery. I will be posting pictures on Twitter later today, so go check those out as well. And of course, thank you for everybody who did follow us on Twitter. Really do appreciate it, guys. You can see us anywhere. We're streaming everywhere. We're streaming on Twitter. We're streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on Facebook, and we're streaming on Twitch. Yeah, so I think Amit hit the nail on the head. He says Sneh doesn't support any coin. He's here to make a profit and be financially free to do whatever he wants. He wants. Wait, now the English is falling apart. Here to be profit, financially free, and do whatever he wants. Okay. He thinks XRP will make him money. He will buy it. Absolutely, yeah. So even though I don't support centralized currencies like Stellar and Ripple and NAM and even some aspects of Neo, I don't support centralization. But I would be lying to you if I didn't say, I think it's also sometimes a good idea. If everyone had a say, nothing would get done. Remember that. Why are these huge figurative leaders so popular? Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, because they essentially took over a company. No naysayers. They fulfilled their dream how they wanted it to, right? How they wanted to, and they took a lot of advice. Of course, they didn't do it by themselves. They took a lot of rational advice. But in my opinion, if you have 100 entrepreneurs try to agree on one idea, specifically one path forward, I think that is dumb. I think it's essentially dumb. It takes Bitcoin's progress is years behind. It's literally years behind Litecoin's. Why? Because Litecoin has a solid development team that pretty much calls a shot. There's no one on Bitcoin saying Bitcoin Cash was a scam. But what did the Litecoin Foundation do? They said, hey, Litecoin Cash is a complete scam. Litecoin Cash is a complete scam. And that's the reality of the situation where, where centralized leaders are able to push a company in such a way, you don't even have to be that centralized. You could own less than half, but still, if you have enough positive-minded, a small bureaucracy. I know bureaucracy is a bad word, but a small group of people could do tremendous things. But when you have a group of 100 people, there's a limit where things stop getting done, right? Most stole their ideas. That's absolutely okay, but they didn't. But they knew what to do with it, and that's why I do support Stellar. I do support Stellar. I mean, they're getting things done. They're partnering with IBM with their Hyperledger and so many new blockchain companies. Actually, there was a guy at the meetup today who is a co-founder of a new blockchain, right? And they report amazing things that are able to be handled on Stellar. Now, of course, they're trusted nodes, so they won't be quite as decentralized and secure as Bitcoin. But to run a decentralized application, I think speed is definitely a factor that you have to, especially founding an ICO. Like we're starting an ICO right now, and there's huge talks about what platform we're going to be launched off of. Right? Worst comes to worst, we launch on a platform and switch later. But it is always good to realize what you're actually going to be launching off of and things of that nature. What's your thoughts on Coin Metro? I actually really like Coin Metro, and I was thinking about doing a review on Coin Metro. Yeah, maybe I'll do a review on Coin Metro, Crypto Poison. Thank you for the question, or the question rather. And this is what I tell people time and time again. If you believe in blockchain technology, it's inherent that you believe in the progress and then the technology and the decentralized nature of it. Of course, you could have decentralized or centralized blockchains, private blockchains, and utilize that with trusted nodes and kind of what like IBM is doing. That's completely fine. But I think most people that are curious about blockchain technology are also curious about the decentralized nature of blockchain technology, right? And for that reason, I do support decentralized blockchains a little bit more, but I won't shy away from investing in Stellar and Ripple because I know just a hedge from Bitcoin or centralized currencies. I think it's smart. I think it's smart to invest in Ripple and Stellar. I think it's good to be diversified. To have your portfolio diversified rather. All right, let's go back to it. So we're gonna go look through Bitcoin. We're still looking through Bitcoin here, and I'm going to. What is this line? Let me get my sweet candles back. Okay, and we're going to go to the 4 hour. So this is a very good sign for Bitcoin here. We're seeing some stabilization, even though we've had a run up all the way from 1224 around lower $10,000. So almost a $2,000 jump here from only 10 days ago. We saw a $2,000 jump, and if you did catch that, congratulations to everyone who did catch it. I mean, I think it's great where people are making money. It's not. That's what I want to see in the space. People are making smart decisions. I think that we are still looking for support. I think the consolidation phase still hasn't quite ended. I'm not going to say I can't make any definitive movements until we break that $12,000 barrier. The $12,000 barrier has been sustaining that has been sustained multiple times, and I would love to see us break through that $12,000 barrier and where the bulls start coming back in. Because right now there's a lot of uncertainty into Bitcoin, and for that reason, I still am bearish on Bitcoin. I think we will see 11,000 before we see 12,000, but that's just my guess, right? For me, I am not shorting Bitcoin. There's so much uncertainty. I'm not shorting Bitcoin right now. What I'm doing is I'm setting my stop losses, make sure I'm taking profits. But for me, I don't think I would call myself a Bitcoin bull right now. Excuse me. All right. So the MACD looks pretty fantastic. I mean, we're going down and we corrected right back up. A strong cross on the 4 hour. So let's look at that 1 hour. Again, nothing too bad on the MACD, and I actually don't see a stochastic RSI. Hold on, let me look at this. Stochastic RSI. All right. So it says we're pretty high on the stochastic RSI on the 1 hour. Let's look at it in the 4 hour. Let's see where we're at. Still looking pretty high here. This is interesting because we know something's going to happen with Bitcoin within the next month or so, and we're seeing these momentum charts kind of waver back and forth. Wave trend is, look at that. Since 4 days on the 4 hour, we've hit 5 different signals to buy and sell, right? So we are still consolidating, guys, and I will be answering some more of your questions, and we'll be doing a little bit of live trading here. Of course, we'll be having some Q prices and whatnot. So I do really appreciate all you guys joining me here today. Smash that thumbs up, guys, and share yesterday's video, that Komodo interview I did yesterday on Twitter and Facebook, and the YouTube comments, of course. These YouTube comments, and you'll be eligible to win some free cryptocurrency. Actually, let's not do the Komodo interview. Let's do the interview. Let's do the video before that, Sam's video. So let's go do Sam's video. All right, guys? All right, cool. Can you do a quick tutorial on the volume indicator? So this is the volume indicator here. Just red meaning more sell pressure, green meaning more buy volume, sell volume rather. So that's essentially what it means. The lower it is the equilibrium, right? So the lower it is, the less price changes or volume changes that you would see. Equal amounts of buyers and sellers. So that's what it essentially means. It doesn't indicate, a large green candle doesn't quite indicate more buy volume and more sell volume. It just indicates more buy volume over sell volume, right? So for example, if you had 11 billion buy and 10 billion sell, you would see that $1 billion price increase, right? $1 billion market cap increase. On the other hand, if you had 1 billion and 0 billion, so 1 billion and 0, you would see a larger green candle on that 1 billion, because proportionally it's an interesting calculation. So I've actually looked into this indicator, and it's actually not a linear model. If you look at the indicator, if you look at the source code of that volume indicator, so it's a good indicator, don't get me wrong. I think everyone should be using that. All right, so let's go through some of you guys' questions. So we have some questions on Litecoin and Ripple. So let's go look through Litecoin. It was actually an interesting video I saw today. I forget who it was. Somebody that I've subscribed to, but they're looking at subscriber models and looking at subscriber models down. And they're saying, hey, all these subscribers, there's a loss of interest in Bitcoin. And I just didn't quite agree with that. And I was like, okay, well, the loss of interest of Bitcoin is completely related to the price of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin starts to steadily creep up, we're going to see more media coverage about it. And with more media coverage about it, we'll see another takeoff. That's essentially what happens, right? They all correlate. All right, so let's go look through Litecoin. Litecoin BTC. So we had that really nice jump up here, and well, I didn't think we were going to break off from 0.025, and it looks like we didn't actually. And it looks like we're going to steadily hit our support line here. That was expected, I guess. I think it was a smart move to sell off some Litecoin. Somewhere above there, I think it's always a smart move to sell off after you get a huge run up like that, especially with something with so much volume like Litecoin. That price increase just was not sustainable, right? So we're looking at a steady decrease here. Let's look at it in the 1 hour. Yeah, we're still headed negative on the 1 hour, so I'd look out for that, guys. Okay. And I'm just reading your guys' comments. I apologize here. It sucks because I'm reading a comment and there's a screen right above me, and the lights are just focusing straight in my eyes, so that's why I'm squinting. I apologize. All right, let's see. Ripple. I did not go through Ripple. And then I'll go through some Neo and stuff. So for me, I still think Litecoin is still going to head down, but I don't think it'll go too far down. I think it'll break off at 0.018, and we'll see what happens at 0.018. I mean, we consolidated around there for a long time. If you're just looking historically, we've hit that support 0.018 multiple times. So maybe now is a decent time to pick up a little bit more Litecoin. We'll see if we could break through that, and if we want to actually look at it, we could look at it right now. Oh, apologies, guys. All right, let's go through GDAX. Oh God, LTC, BTC. Oh, here's an interesting question. Does Daddy Sneh like Trump or hate Trump? Okay. So I don't want to really get political here, guys, but whoever's good for business, I like, right? Fundamentally, logically, I can't like someone who's against my belief system, but I would say I'm a I would say I'm a social liberal, right? I think people should be allowed to do whatever they want, and actually, Litecoin's price is actually we're seeing some significant support here at 0.0183, so maybe it's not a bad time to buy. But we're also seeing some a decent amount of sell on that 0.0185, but I don't see us breaking down below 0.118, right? And yeah, like I was saying, I'm a social liberal, and fiscally, financially, I would say for businesses and whatnot, I would say I'm more conservative when it comes to keep businesses out, but I do understand the necessity for example, welfare and unemployment, and people don't all have the same upbringings, and some upbringings may be worse, some may be better, but I do believe in social programs and how they could help, right? Yeah, so that's about it. Okay, so Litecoin, yeah, this is actually a decent time. So let's actually go to cryptosomniac.com. Let me log in and let's go look at our mock portfolio here. I just like to keep a track of things, right? So we do have this portfolio tracker. I want to log out of this admin one. So actually, this is kind of funny. After admin, on bitcointalk.org, do you know who the second registered user was? Take a guess, guys. It was Satoshi. It was Satoshi Nakamoto himself. He's the second or third registered user on Bitcoin Talk. There you go. Let me just log into the portfolio tracker. All right. So we're all up here. This is nice. Okay, so overall $243 gain here. So let's see. We don't have anything for Litecoin here, so let's go ahead and add some Litecoin. Why not? Okay, we'll buy at 0.0148. And for example, let's go buy 100. Maybe we could just track our investment here. How's that Tron trade doing? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right. So we just bought some Litecoin. Mock bought some Litecoin, but honestly, I don't think it's too bad of an idea to buy Litecoin right now. I mean, I think I might pick some up as well. I mean, it's getting closer and closer to support. Maybe I'll wait until 0.018 once it gets closer to that psychological 0.018, and then I'll probably go in and buy. I think it's a decent time. I mean, honestly, I think the entire market is very volatile, and with the advent of LitePay, I think Litecoin is a decent investment. Fundamentally and from technical analysis side. All right. Yeah, I'm not saying I like Trump, guys. That's ridiculous. But I'm not saying I hate him either, right? He's good and bad. Everyone's got a little good and bad with him, right? I don't think unless I run for president myself, I don't think I'll agree 100% on somebody, right? But he is a ridiculous human being, right? He's just an absurd human being, and you know, I can't advocate that. You know, I'm not going to say, hey, you know, I personally could never advocate a human being like that to be my leader of the free world and free thought. But you know what? It is what it is, and he has some good qualities and some bad qualities, as does everybody else. So maybe it'll be Sneh running in 2020. Yeah, maybe it'll be Sneh running in 2020. Maybe yeah, Sneh for president 2020. Let's do it. But other than that, all right. So my entry point of Neo is around $100, $101. What's yours with TA? So let's go look at Neo. Sneh, you sound like low energy Jeb. That's funny because somebody said that to me this weekend, and I was like, "What are you talking about? I do not sound like low energy Jeb." But that's really funny. I don't even know how to respond to that. Okay, well, wow, Neo's obviously, wow, look at that sink. That's ridiculous. What a price decrease. But again, look at that. It's getting closer and closer to 0.01. And what's happened at 0.01? We constantly test that resistance, right? It's a very good psychological level. And even if you're looking on the 4 hour on this momentum indicator, we're looking at some serious dark red here. So some serious waning of sell volume. We're not seeing much more sell volume than we were. But people aren't buying, especially in this bear market. People aren't really buying. So for me, this is another opportunity. When people are selling, you go buy. When people are selling, you go buy. Okay? You want to almost have counter logic at this point, right? Where you are looking at this and saying, hey, everyone's selling. It's getting to that psychological level. I could tell you so many times how many times psychological levels are huge indicators, right? They constantly jump back up from that psychological level. And what is a psychological level? I call psychological levels high. I call psychological levels whole number. I was going to say high number. That doesn't make any sense. Whole number psychology. So that means 0.01 would be a high as a whole number that people could grasp around, right? Um, for example, this is very common in marketing and sales. Why do people say 99-cent store? Why do people say $97? Why is the 7 a big marketing number, right? Because psychologically, you think that $99 is a lot less than $100. So that's a psychological level where you would see, right? Um, we that's something that you would see time and time again, essentially. That $99 is a bargain, $100 is a little too expensive. Even though there's a $1 difference, this happens time and time again in the market. These psychological levels almost, don't get me wrong, nothing's bulletproof, but they are very strong indicators in my mind, right? Very, very strong indicators in my mind. Sneh is talking low energy so he doesn't wake up Sam from sleeping. Sam's wide awake. He's literally in the other room. So, yeah, we're crypto somniacs. We don't sleep. So, yeah. So he's right over there. All right, let's keep going through some of you guys' questions here. Okay, LB says, is Neo correcting based off Wyckoff charting? Gonna see huge correction. I mean, let's see. Do we think Neo is going to overly correct? Do I think Neo is going to overly correct? I don't think Neo is going to per se overly correct, right? I mean, we're on this channel every single day. Bear market, bull market, every single day, right? We're always with you here, guys. So whether we see this correction, even these minute things, these minute changes in the market, we're here to catch them. And I really do appreciate all you guys joining me. But when you would say huge correction, what do you mean by huge correction? I mean, just in December, we saw a 5x gain into Neo. 5x. Do I think we're going to correct below 0.01? It's totally possible. It is totally, totally possible. But that being said, I think there's so much enthusiasm behind Neo that I don't really think that it'll go too far down, honestly. I really don't think it'll be going too far down. Sneh, what do you think of Encash? Okay, so many people have asked me about Encash and Nucleus Vision. I'm still reading through the white paper. I'm writing my own white paper, so it's been taking me a long time to get through Nucleus Vision's white paper. But it's well written, and it's a good project, right? But I can't honestly tell you so much about their competitors and what they really do, and I would just be lying to you. I'm not editing anything here. I'm not doing any predictions that I don't know off the top of my head. I can't tell you any information that I don't know off the top of my head. So unless I know, I won't tell you. I'm not going to bullshit you. Tell you the truth. The portfolio tracker on your website before you logged in showed 300K. Is that your real portfolio? Because 90% seems like BTC. Why is that? Oh, that is not our real portfolio. So we logged in the admin panel. So if you go to Crypto Somniac and what you see is admin. Oh, okay. Look, we're back in the admin. So hopefully it doesn't show up as Satoshi. Oh, it shows back up as Satoshi. So no, that's just a test, right? I have my own personal account. This Satoshi is my second account on the website. I actually don't own any of these positions, but this is a nice trick to kind of see where we bought at, right? Where we bought at, what our cost was. For example, here, and there's a little bit of a bug here. But for this, yeah, see, like I'm down. We bought in at 127. We're at around 119 now. Obviously, we're down. But again, that was a slow long-term position. But for example, like Tron, we're up on Tron. How are we on Kyber? I actually do not remember on Kyber. Kyber we bought at 229. So this is wrong. This is wrong because we just made a change to the portfolio tracker. So that portfolio tracker wasn't tracking Satoshi levels. It was tracking dollar amount. And dollar amount, we were down, but Satoshi amount, we're up. So do apologize for that. So we're getting that fixed. This was before the fix, and I think we've already patched it, but we're still working on fixes. And that's the beauty of this. And like, You know, most of the time you're saying Blockfolio. Who's behind Blockfolio? You have no idea. Who's behind the portfolio tracker at cryptosomniac.com? Well, it's just me and Sam, so we're behind it. So if you want to see any changes implemented or anything cool that you think would be a cool feature, shoot us a message in the YouTube comments below, or on the contact form below. Honestly, it's pretty cool. I mean, just go check it out, and you know, we'll make changes. So many people have asked us to make changes. For example, Sats. You know, now we have Sats, and then you can see your price in Sats. You know, price 1.62 million Sats XYZ. You know, current price 16,215 Sats. You know, just like that. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for the encouraging words, guys. I do appreciate it. What's Bitcoin's dominance? Icon looking like it's about to break out. Icon's a tricky one. Z Z Classic down to $3. How did I know this was going to happen? I keep telling people that this is going to happen. Monero is going to drop off, right? Let's actually look at Monero. I predicted it was going to drop off. And does anyone know when the... Wow, that is a massive candle. This is on Kraken. Does anybody know when that hard fork, that Monero fork is? I keep forgetting the date. March 14th. So they're gonna have a Pi Day fork, right? And this is what I'm gonna say. Okay, watch this, guys. I'm gonna blow your mind. Watch this, guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. Let me make sure I'm getting it right. There you go. I have it for March 13th. Okay, and people are gonna think I'm a genie, right? Or who else reads the future? I don't know. A genie, a magician. The magicians don't read time. I don't know. Someone who reads time. I can't think of the word. Okay, but um, you know, I was gonna say gypsy, but that's not politically correct. I don't know why I just gypsy came up in my mind, but that is not politically correct. So I do apologize, but that's what came to my mind. Okay, Swami, yeah, Swami, a guru, yeah, Swami, especially Swami. That's good. Someone who could tell the future. Anyways, March 13th to March 15th, it's gonna drop, and people are gonna be like, "Wow, how did Sneh do this? How did Sneh do this?" You know, his technical analysis off the charts. No, I'm just combining two things. You combine technical, you combine fundamental, and you get this beautiful baby called, you know, prediction. You know, price prediction. That's where you're supposed to get those two angles. If you take one without the other, you don't know anything. You know, there's a lot of great chartists out there. Like I was watching a chart, guys. Actually, this is a funny story. I'm in a lot of groups. I check our competitors when we're writing reports. We have the Cryptosomnic Advantage. Feel free to sign up. 14-day free trial. But anyways, it was pretty funny. I'm in all these groups, and people, you know, I see Palm Beach reports and these some of these like private Slack channels and groups, and you know, I just make sure I want to make sure that I'm getting all the information I can. Huge enthusiasts, you know, everywhere in the space. So I just want to make sure that I'm looking at all these other investment groups and see what do they think about the market, and then I make my own analysis, right? And the funny thing is, one of the groups that I was in, I saw one of our reports floating around, and I was like, "Holy shit! I wrote that. I wrote that report." You know, obviously I'm anonymous in these groups, and you know how funny it is to see all these people, you know, in our groups with domain names like brokers of, you know, cryptocurrency and, you know, .com and things like that. So other groups like we are, and they're just essentially sponging our content, and so it was actually pretty cool to see that. Oh my God! Like, look at that. You know, my contact is being my content is good enough to be shared. You know, so that was exciting. You know, obviously I was, you know, unhappy, but you know, people are going to screenshot things. That's just a matter of things. Don't send nudes. Don't send Bitcoin reports you're not worried about. Don't send nudes. Don't send Bitcoin reports that you're worried about people screenshotting. So it's quite okay. I think it's okay. I think you can't keep everything censored. So I think decentralized. That's why we offer that 14-day free trial. You know, uh, so if you want to support the channel, you could absolutely support the channel. Join us in Slack, where they're pretty much all day. Fantastic educated community. I feel like I learned so much in there, so we do appreciate it. So yes, huge sell-off March 13th to March 15th on XMR. Absolutely, absolutely. But to everyone sharing those reports, you're only making our name stronger. So I don't advocate it, but yeah, thank you for thinking our content is shareable enough. So really do appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up if you're sharing the content. Really. Okay. Is it a good time to sell GVT, or will it go up more? So I'm really bullish on GVT. Now GVT does have that April 1st release. So we're seeing it almost rocket up, right? Moon. God, I hate the word moon. But you know what? Like, if I have to be in the crypto space and I have to use the word moon to describe things, so be it. This is mooning, right? Like, look at that. That is mooning. That is absurd. That's absurd. And let's look at this Wow. 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 Look at that. Stoke our side. Let's look at it on the 12 hour. Whoa, where did the 12 hour go? Huh. It's weird. Where the hell did the 12 hours go? Okay. 12 hours. 12 hours, still a little high. Let's look at that back on the 6 hours again. 6 hours looking like it could cross down, but stochastic RSI still really low. This is a really good encouraging sign for GVT. I still think it's a little overvalued now. I mean, if you didn't get in when we were calling it at $3 or $4, what were you doing? Honestly, this was such an easy call. I think a lot of people actually called it, but we picked it up so cheap, and it's continuing to rally. Why do I like things like GVT? Why do I like things like Track? What is Track? Track is a plugin. It's pretty much a protocol. A protocol where people could use Track like Walton and VeChain and Modem and what is that? What is the other one? Ambrosis and Wabi. All of those coins are unnecessary once you plug in the platform. If a vendor plugs in a platform, Origin Trail, you don't really need the underlying token or integration from Walton or VeChain. All you need is the underlying protocol to utilize the blockchain technology for your product. And that's when I read that, I was like, holy crap, these other guys are screwed. Like Black Moon Crypto is screwed. Lat Token is screwed, because GVT is they're literally going to allow you to be plug and play, right? They're literally going to allow you to plug and play. So that to me is ridiculous. That to me is so ridiculous. And I'm actually going to go to CoinMarketCap and let's see how Track is doing. Track up 6 point. Oh wow. Okay, it's not doing the greatest, but hey, I'm pretty happy with Track's performance. We're looking at that volume slowly creep up. We're looking at that market cap that's nice and low. I think Track is going to be a big hitter, just like GVT is, right? I think Black Moon Crypto is a dumb investment. I think TOS is a different story, because it's token as a service, which is it's essentially a tokenized asset. But for me, have you guys seen TOS's assets? So TOS, you trade this openly, right? Let's see the trading activity. Okay. Where is this? Somebody showed me contribution. Let's see. Is it audit? Let me see. What do they have? There it is. That's really not that great. So they have $7 million in USDT, BTC, Ethereum, AGI, eSHA. No, they've 4 million in AGI. See, like, come on. I mean, I just, why would I do this? This is a terrible. Why would I not just use GVT? Honestly, it's kind of bad. Polymath will be screwed too. No, Polymath will not be screwed. Why? Because Polymath is used for securities. GVT will be used for tokenized funds. It's complete different. They'll both be asset backed, but securities are going to be much, much more different. For example, if I said, okay, hey, here's this glass of water. Okay, here's this glass of water, boys. All right. And I'm going to say that this glass of water is going to be one token, right? And now this glass of water, I could sell on the open market under a different token name. And that in itself is going to be a security. So you're putting water behind a token, and you're saying, I'm going to audit these tokens with the water, saying that every token I have, yes, indeed, I have one glass of water. Now, this could be tricky when you're talking about gold, or especially things like commodities, like crops, right? Like rice or bananas. Bananas spoil, so you're gonna have to constantly keep that audit process with bananas. But for example, gold or diamonds, that's a completely different game, where I could say, okay, this is diamond backed. This token is diamond backed. That this is 2 carats of diamonds with this quality behind each token, right? And that is in itself a security. And Polymath and GVT are completely separate in that regard, where GVT is almost a plug and play. So for example, if you wanted to invest in Sneh token, what is Sneh? Sneh is my name. So if you wanted to invest in Sneh token, you would essentially you would give me your money on the blockchain. I would be able to see how much money I had, and I would say, okay, this is my fund. I get to trade. Now I get to trade those funds, and based on the percentage of gains I grow in my funds, I take a profit off that. I take a commission as a fund manager. Now, this is essentially what people do when they talk about fund managers. When the private wealth equity guys, they manage your funds. You need your Series 7 or some sort of financial licensing to do that, right? And when you are doing that, everything is going to be completely transparent because it's all on the blockchain. And that's what the beauty of it is all about, right? Where as a fund, I can make a Sneh token tradable only inside the GVT system, and people could buy and sell my token, and they could essentially liquidate any of their holdings. So they'll be able to buy and sell out of GVT. So GVT in itself has a nice value proposition. And I'm not trying to shill GVT, or I'm not trying to shill Origin Trail. No one's paying me from GVT or Origin Trail, right? But what I'm saying is the potential market opportunity is much that greater than that of Lat token or what is that called? Black Moon, right? All right. Cool. Okay, what are your thoughts on Qtum? Cody Bax asks, what are your thoughts on Qtum? And then I'll jump onto Utrust, guys. I know there's a lot of questions on Utrust. Utrust has been hit hard, but I think deservingly so. Marketing is god-awful, but that's another story. I think it's a good project, but they need to do more with public relations. They really need to do more with public relations. It's about building the community, right? What did I say, Qtum? Okay. And I really do appreciate all you guys joining me here today. So thank you so much, guys. This is impressive, Actually, I was watching Box Mining's interview, and he's like 7x our size. And he only had like 150 watching him. and we have about 150 people watching us right now. So that's really crazy, guys. So thank you so much for joining me here live. All of our content is unadulterated, unedited, completely off the head, off the dome, per se. So yeah, I really do appreciate all you guys joining me here today. Hopefully you do like the content. Share this. Share the video before the Komodo video. Share that on Facebook and Twitter, and you'll be eligible to win some free cryptocurrencies. And leave me your ERC20 address in the comment below, and you'll be eligible to win some free cryptocurrency after the video is over, of course. All right, so let's go look at Qtum. Look at that. Wow, that is insane. Qtum completely broke down here. So they was traveling along this parallel channel for a long time, right? Since before 2018, it was traveling below that channel, and then it hit on the 18th again, or December. Where is that? December 18th to February 18th. So yeah, about 2 months total, and we broke down, and we've been struggling to come back up. That being said, I still think it's a decent time to buy. I mean, look at that. So I actually wrote this as a support level here, that 0.002. So maybe we could break down a tad bit more. Let's look at this 1 hour. Yeah, maybe we'll go down a tad bit more. But this is what I would say, guys. Hold on, let me go to the 6 hour. That's what I would say. That would be a good price to jump in. That buy or around. Maybe it doesn't even break down below that price, but that's what I would say was a good time to jump in to Qtum. Juan is good. So I spoke with the Juan Chain founders over at the Dallas Bitcoin Super Conference. Yeah, okay. Juan Chain is good. Don't get me wrong. But there's so many use cases and solutions for this right now. It's kind of in a saturated market. I mean, I'm sure it'll jump up because of the hype, but it's a tough market. All right, Utrust. Let's look at Utrust. Is it worth the hype? Maybe. Now, I don't know if Juan Chain is worth the hype. Maybe it's worth the hype, but I'm not going to jump in immediately when it hits exchanges. Can you explain why some coins can only be sold as an entire unit, as decimal? I have some coins that are 0.99 and cannot sell them. So guys, these are exchange rulings, and I'm actually going to go through it with you guys. Hold on. Let me go through Utrust first. Is KuCoin on TradingView? No. God damn it. Come on, TradingView. I don't understand. TradingView and Coinigy are hosted by the same people, and yet they can't. They can't even get shit right. You know, they can't even do it. I hate it. God, I just hate it. Come on, KuCoin. Awesome. On Coinigy. KuCoin is on Coinigy. It's actually like last week that it jumped on Coinigy. It jumped up severely, of course. KuCoin did jump up a lot. But yeah, this is not going to tell me much. I have to actually go on to KuCoin. And guys, thank you so much for following the CryptoSomniac Twitter page. You can follow me personally at CryptoBot, BHATT. I'll actually type it in really quick. And I'll be posting pictures of the meetup, guys. So thank you so much for joining us and adding me. You know, it really means a lot to me. So really do appreciate it, guys. And I answer any questions on Twitter. So shoot me a question on Twitter if you have a question. Let's go back to the charts here. So, whoops, I was going to go to KuCoin. Oops. So yeah, we're seeing a huge this is huge dissension. I don't even want to look at indicators right now because, you know, this has been a huge sell off, a huge sell off, and KuCoin coins have undeservingly been hit hard. But Utrust especially with Coinbase merchant accounts, you'll be able to do anything that Coinbase actually wants to do. So for me, Utrust isn't a sell per se, but they don't have that unique value proposition that I was actually looking for. So, yeah. That being said, that's what I think about Utrust. Okay. All right. Let's see some of your more interesting questions. Hmm. All right. Also, let me do this first. Let me give out a winner. So if you shared the video before the Komodo video, Sam's video, if you shared and retweeted and liked, or sorry, and left a comment, you will be eligible to win some free cryptocurrency. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about giving away some free cryptocurrency. So really do appreciate all the shares, guys. YouTube.com/cryptosomniac. Let's go see. Check it out. Yeah, even us on this channel, we've been seeing a tremendous
on YouTube
downturn
as
in
well
subscribers.
as
Let's actually look down here. Okay, well, while that's loading, let's go actually pick a winner. So, random number generator, 1 through 3. 1. So that is Facebook. So we'll go we'll go see who shared on Facebook, and if you shared Sam's video on Facebook, you will be eligible to win some free cryptocurrency. So go ahead and smash that like, guys, over on Facebook, YouTube, on this YouTube video. I really do appreciate it. So that's impressive. Wow. So we've been slowly declining, you know, because the market, as there is no enthusiasm in the market, we're losing viewers, you know, and that's, we should have expected that, right? All right, let's go check it out. This is funny. Don't block folio and drive. Save a life. Crypto can wait. Let's see. Let's go find Sam's video. This is at the meetup. I don't know who this guy is, but these are two people that watch us, Danny Avila and Frank. Thank you so much for watching us and joining us at the meetup. That was a lot of fun. It was actually really cool. We actually went to a brewery. I'll post more photos as soon as I get off here. You know, it was raining in Los Angeles, and rain in Los Angeles is rare. So people usually stay indoors, and people still came out. Some people came from Santa Barbara. Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much for everybody that did show up. Aha, here it is. So 6 shares. Let's see this. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 3 shares. So let's go give a 1 to 3. So let me at least go to 1 to 6 and just get out of the 3s so we can see the change. Okay. So now I'll do 1 to 3, and now it should change from 1 to 3. Number 2. So congratulations, number 2. You just won some free cryptocurrency. Message us your ERC20 address. Thanks for supporting the channel. Only 3 people shared, and that's what happens, right? This guy had a 1 in 3 chance to win some free crypto, and he probably made the best investment of his life because this is absolutely free, and boom. Thanks. And this is Sam's account. This is we use Sam's computer. Our motherboard died again, or something's happening. But oh my god, I'm so pissed. Our $4,000 computer. We returned it once because there was a motherboard issue, and again it would not power on. We did everything right. I've built computers from scratch before, and it would not turn on. And I was just, and this is pre-made from Best Buy, where we get the Geek Squad protection. So essentially, I could take a hammer to it, and I could get a money back from it. But I didn't even take a hammer to it. I opened it up diligently, delicately, and it was dead on arrival. And I was literally gonna freak out because I've been wanting a new computer for so long. We need a new computer. We streamed to way too many platforms. So smash that thumbs up for dead computer. Bitcoin is not dead, but my computer definitely is going to be about to be. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we're just over an hour here. So let's actually answer one or two more questions. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Share that post and follow those directions on CryptoSomniac, twitter.com/CryptoSomniac to be eligible to win free $100. So that would be fantastic. Forex Lens says, will Verge ever get back to all-time high? No. No. Would you buy Populous or OMG? Come on, guys. You guys have not seen this channel. You not seen this channel. You know what we feel about OMG, right? OMG is the only coin where I'll buy and forget completely. I didn't even set a stop loss on my OMG. I'm just like, you know what? I know this is gonna do good. It's got $1 billion company backing it. It's got Vitalik backing it. It's got government support, the Thai government support. It's in a location where people are more open and susceptible to technology in Thailand and Southeast Asia, more so than India or China or the United States. So they're already in these places. You know, I would say Southeast Asia and you know, West Africa, like Nigeria. Those guys accept technology faster than anybody else, honestly. Southeast Asia, Nigeria, Ghana, you know, South Africa, they accept technology so fast. Because you know, with technology drives innovation. And with innovation, you're able to make more money. And when you're seeing poverty at that scale, and you know, and it's weird because they are impoverished countries, but their happiness index is very high. So I think with those two combinations, it makes them really susceptible to new technology, adopting new technology. And that's why I'm really, really bullish on OMG. Not only for that, but of course, the bigger part of the reason is it's already a pre-existing $1 billion company, Omise, and it is backed by Vitalik. So why not, right? Why not? All right. Elastos. So Elastos is an interesting project, but again, super saturated. Icon. So we'll definitely go over Icon. I'm just gonna stay away from Elastos until I know more about it. We have a report coming up on Elastos because it is seeing a lot of hype, and we want to get people educated about it. And by educated, I mean myself included. So we have a team of around 9 people that do write the reports. Our community has been growing fantastically. Our private community in the Advantage. So we have around 400 people. I think we're growing at like 10, 15 a week, and you know, the initial jump up was huge, but now since enthusiasm is dying in the market, but we're still growing, that's good, and we're capping it at 500. So if you do want to get into the CryptoSomnic Advantage, sign up now. 14-day free trial. Yeah, it's apparently good enough where people are screenshotting it, some of the reports, not all of them, and sharing it in these private groups. So we are seeing some people kind of skimming off the surface a little bit, but you know, someone's paying for it and they're sharing it with their friends and stuff. You know, we can't stop that, but I'm proud that we're good enough to be shared. So pretty fantastic stuff. Let's go look to Icon, and then we'll call it a night. So Icon, again, wow, look at that huge dip here. I can see it continuing to drop, but look at that, guys. Wow, that's impressive. I even think we could even drop further than that. let's see if we can pick it up at 0.0003. 0.0003. If it breaks down through there, I'm not buying right now, but I'm saying if it does break down through there, it'll be interesting to see what it does. Do you think it'll jump back up? Will it go back down? For me, Icon is a speculative play. EOS, Cardano, high performance blockchain, until they have a working product, they have no value. They have no inherent value. Ethereum has inherent value because things are trying to launch off of it. These are just sayings like Cardano, EOS. We're essentially putting all of our trust into a project that may or may not see fruition. Ow. Ow. I just hit myself. But again, so EOS, Cardano, Icon, you're just going to see possible drop off there. And HPP, of course, they are speculative in nature. We all we could do is trust people, right? It's all we're able to do, right? So be careful, guys. And if you want to stay after the stream, I'll be chatting here in the live chat. I'll also be chatting over at cryptosomniac.com. So if you want to go over to cryptosomniac.com, sign up is really, really easy. You can sign up with Facebook or Gmail, and you can chat in the troll box here. So here, cool. Okay. Cool. So you can chat in the troll box here. So not too bad. And we've been trying to ban people here, specifically people trying to sell passports. So we have banned the word, anytime a passport, our system picks it up and then the people get banned. They don't delete the account, so they don't create a new one. They ban them to put them into purgatory indefinitely, essentially. Yeah, we're still trying to clean it up. We're still trying to get our algorithm straight. Our news algorithm is absolutely fantastic. People have been trying to buy it out. We got 2 or 3 offers on it, so that's pretty cool. So this is an algorithm where people, specifically in the top news, people love it because it does give very relevant news. And yeah, I know some people that only come here for the news website. So so I'll just say, hey guys, what's up? Join me in there if you guys want to keep chatting, and we'll continue the chat. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Take it easy. Peace out, guys. It's Sneh here, Crypto Somniac. Bye.